So are you here until...
We're starting a show. How about that?
Oh, did you hit record? And did you point the mic in the wrong direction?
Welcome to Walking the Room. I'm Greg Barrett. This is Dave Anthony. Welcome to part 2 of our sit-down with comedian...
Can you just be real when you do this?
Okay,
Can you be
look.
real when you do the introduction? Can you be like, hey, you listen to Walking the Room with Dave Anthony. Why
You know why
is
Will's still here?
Fucking asshole
Because you
radio
talked
voice?
so fucking much last time, he didn't actually get to say anything.
Is that true?
That is true.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
I want to
Listen to the
apologize
podcast
for
again.
making this funny. I'd like to do that because
Fair
basically
enough.
I was doing
Fair
the
enough.
podcast
Fair enough.
with a can, an old rusty can, and a door handle. So I had to do, and I would like to take
just
a
wanna
long
say-
blade and just swing it across and watch both your heads fucking lop off. Because he's been in the closet long enough now to die.
Yeah. Now I want to stab him when he came in here because he brought something we don't normally have in the closet, which is the smell of success. He came in with a winning attitude, and hopefully he won't leave with one. And if you listened to last week's, and I'm sure you did because it was our highest rated one, and I know that. I know that because we are beloved.
Where are we beloved?
Jakar. Is that even a place? Or did I just make that
why
up?
not? Yeah, Genkar can be I'm sure it's a city in one of those.
You got Namibia wrong, right? Isn't it Namibia? And we call it
what did I
Nambia?
say? I called
think
it
you go
Nambia.
You called it Nambla. And then
You know the country of
you took
Nambla
your hand
in
and
Africa?
You took your hand and
Great
rubbed your
country.
balls.
Do you know what Nambla is?
No. What's
It's
Nambla?
in America, because we got our shit together, that's the National Association of Man-Boy Love, and it's real.
That's a real?
It's a real thing. It's guys
Yeah,
that,
well, it's a bunch of guys who have decided
the right
that
to
they want the
love
right to be able to fuck
underage
young boys.
And they like it's a registered society?
Oh yeah, they got an
Yeah,
they got
I'm sure
there's
they
an
have
office,
office, right?
conference table.
They
Where do they fucking? Where do they do their fucking?
Okay, gentlemen, this is meeting number. Are you taking minutes, Larry? Yeah, this is meeting 428. On the agenda today, fucking boys again.
Yep.
Gentlemen, we've still been having a hard time pushing this through. I want to say this right now. Some of you guys got to shave your mustaches.
Yeah.
That means you, Dave.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, it's.
No.
We
This
got
is
our
boys
image
are
is-
interested.
We got this kid, Will Anderson. We think might be the perfect guy for us. He's handsome, unassuming, sweet, and
Is he on a van?
He's a better. Well, that's the thing, Dave. We're moving past vans. He's got a nice Mercedes 300 series. Yeah.
Hey, do you have to have a van to fuck boys? Is that like part of the thing, or is it just like it goes?
Dave's a retro guy. I don't think you
I'm
do.
more a 70s guy. I think that a van is just a classier, old school way to go.
Yeah. A candy? Do you have to give them candy? Like, I mean, that's always the
Candy's mandatory,
Yeah.
but you can also give an Elmo doll at this point.
right. Oh, really?
Yeah, I do. I'll give an Elmo doll.
Oh my God, this thing's gone off the rails. Let's try and bring it back.
Hey,
Now, there was a cliffhanger last time, by the way. I just want to make sure.
But
that
I
we
want
get
to
the
throw
cliffhanger.
something out first
Yeah,
before
do.
we get to the cliffhanger. I got a tweet today from Clancy Hughes.
Oh yeah.
Hobotangs are on the move. My buddy Nick lives on the big island of Hawaii and has an orange tree in his backyard. Early yesterday morning, there was a random dude in the yard stealing oranges.
Oh my God.
One of Nick's roommates saw the hobo, but was too scared and puzzled to confront him. Right? That's exactly how the hobos work. Do you guys think the hobos are in Hawaii, or is the phenomena going global?
It's going global.
It's going
Here's two things
global.
that just happened in that. First off, I found the name for my new band, which is Hobotang.
Yeah.
And there are some people who have posted on the Libsyn page. There's a Mayhem. There are some people that want to find your neighbors and kill them.
I know.
There are some people that are so furious at the way that they've been treating you. That they're like, and again, remember, we do not attack as a pack.
No, we
are
don't.
not juggalos.
I got this.
Right?
Well, no hatchets. No, we don't attack as a pack. Cuddlers are, for the most part, judgmental from afar. I got this. The other day, so Hobo Tang wife has not. My wife saw her, and it was like total ignoring her. And then I saw her, and she ignored me also. And then 2 days ago, she pulled up and parked right in front of our apartment, and gets her kid out, and I'm like 4 feet away, and she's not saying anything. And I'm with Finn, and we're playing soccer because he's fucking learning because he's going to be playing for Manchester United at some point. And I look up at her, and she turns her back, and I go, "Hey Finn, there's Haven."
That's her name?
That's the boy's name.
Oh, Haven is the boy's name. Of course it is.
And there's a little dirt-faced boy, and she doesn't say anything. I go, "Yeah, there's Haven. Say hi to Haven." And I said it 3 times, and she finally turned around and like smiled, and I was like, "Hey, how are you?" And then she hi, and she walked off. And then I saw Hobo Tang father, and he just glared at me and moved on.
Yeah, they know. I think they know that something is afoot and that you've got their number. And I just think, it's as simple as just getting a hypodermic and filling up those oranges. It would be fun. Don't put poison in them. Just fucking fill them full of vodka.
Or grease.
Right?
Oh yeah.
Just fill them full of vodka.
We can't because he has seizures. The dad. So who knows where that's going to go?
Don't steal oranges.
Yeah.
Don't steal oranges.
No, I got your point. So anyway, things are tense in Hobo Tang part of my life. We'll see how it works out.
We'll see how it works out. But I just don't cuddlers don't take it into your own hands. We got it handled. We don't attack as a pack.
We got this shit.
But I do love the vitriol, and I do love that people are really on your side. And people are like. People write things like, "These guys need to be taken down."
I know.
Step up, Dave.
Yeah. No, I got it. I got it. It's already, we got this shit.
Well, when last we were speaking with Will, he was on a date with Nicole Kidman. They were on a date. He had, through his radio show, asked her on a date, and she said yes.
And then they went to a old grizzled vet's bar.
They went to a pub
because she was fingering him.
No. She had her hand on his knee.
Right.
Like we're doing
this.
now. Yeah, look at that. Color went right out of his skin.
And how's that feel?
Well, you know what? It feels, Dave, like you've got more gentle hands than Greg. And would that be true?
Yeah, it is true. Because Dave's the guy that's the fucking blowhard.
Well, here's the deal.
But
if I'd had to guess before we came into the closet, I would have said it was the other way around.
Right, 'cause
I was looking at Greg, I was saying that's a man who uses some hand cream, perhaps.
Sure, not afraid. Yeah.
They're not afraid about it.
Here's
And then
how
the
I
hands
do.
have gone on the knees. And
Well,
I don't have to jerk off as much as Dave does, so that's probably accounts for the softness.
but here's the deal.
Because my wife likes me.
When I'm at home, I put on rubber gloves and I'll put a lotion in there, so my hands are always soaked in
Right,
lotion.
yeah.
So if the moment hits me to jerk off, I can just whip them off and have at it. Like
Yeah.
I don't like the delay of trying to figure out how to get some lube or something or whatever it is. So I have my hands
get
are
it.
permanently
ready to go.
lubricated.
Like,
Yeah.
and I mean the way I say it is my hands are always cocked,
Yeah.
like they're always ready to go.
We should have just gone out on that. That should just be this week's podcast, and then we're done. And then we're done. So when we left you, you were in the bar with her, and she had put her
No,
hand
when we left him, he was at a meeting with his coach, the coach of his favorite football team, who was manhandling.
You follow Australian
Australian
soccer?
football. This isn't soccer. They call soccer soccer.
It's for football.
They're grown-ups. They're adults. They call it soccer. They're
Right.
not animals like the English.
So, but it's not football. It's not rugby though. It's rugby.
No, there's
It's Australian rules football.
There's Australian rules football. So in Australia, we have like 4 football codes. We play soccer. But
we have 4 football codes. What's that?
codes, so like different types of football, what we call football. So there's soccer, right?
Oh boy.
Then there's like
complicated.
then there's rugby,
Right.
which
You
is
call that-
rugby union,
You
Rugby
call that
union,
football
which is rugby union is 11, right, and then 7,
and then there's rugby league.
which is 7s, right?
No,
That's 11 also.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know.
You don't know.
But
Okay.
it's
That's
like
We
league
don't, we
is
don't have to pretend to be men, but it's fun for a while.
Australian rules football is the one that I really follow.
So
that's the indigenous
when
Australian
someone
game.
says, do you like football? They could be talking about 4 different things.
Yeah, huh?
What the fuck's wrong with you guys?
And you know what the Australian rules? You know what Australian rule means? I get to fucking hit you.
Yeah.
Is that
That's
what
what
it
the rule is. Yeah, I get to
It's
punch
kind of like hockey. but without having to skate.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of, like, physicality. I went to the hockey here the other night, and I was like, this reminds me a lot of Australian rules
It's
football.
conceivably the most violent. I mean, it is really for a thing that like.
Is it close to
like
rollerball
ultimate fighting isn't even a sport. That's just guys beating each other up. This actually passes itself off as a sport, but with lots of hitting in there and no
It's
pads.
as if someone threw a football into ultimate fighting. That would be a little bit like Australian rules football.
Wait,
By the
could
way-
you guys stop and start punching each other? And, like, it can go that far? Can go like hockey?
Guys will punch each other, but not like hockey where, like, I was at the game the other night and, like, they throw the gloves off
And they
and,
start
then they just
fighting.
go into a circle.
Yeah.
And start fighting and everyone stops and watches.
Yeah.
That I like.
Yeah.
That appealed to me. I gotta be honest with
You
you.
should watch. There's an HBO documentary called The Broad Street Bullies about the Philadelphia Flyers in 1974. It's the greatest sports documentary you'll ever see. It's just guys kicking the shit out of people.
My kids last night. I'm in Irvine with Attell. My wife goes, "We're going to a Kings game." We were ice skating, and one of the moms, her husband has a box.
Yeah,
at the Staples Center.
Nice.
For all events.
Rich.
Going to a Kings game. They go. Mighty, who's 5, and I'm like, "How are the girls gonna like it?" She goes, "Well, we'll take them. They'll either like it or they won't. They probably won't, but we're gonna go anyway." Amira started talking to Mighty during a fight. Mighty's 5 turned to her and went, "Shh." She wanted to watch the fucking fight in silence. Like True was kind of yelling, going, "Yay, fight!" Mighty was like, "Nah,
Talk to me. I'm having an experience."
Watching grown men fight each other on ice skates.
Oh my god, I'm finding a boyfriend. I'm finding a pattern I like, and I'm going to repeat it as I grow older."
I enjoy. You know what I like about the hockey is that the equivalent of like the Laker girls, the girls who come on in between the sport are on skates and they're cleaning up the ice.
Yeah.
Like it's not enough that they're dancing around. We've given them a job.
Yeah.
You can watch skimpily clad women clean up.
And you know what they're called? They're called wives. All right, everybody. Wow. Did we lose?
Was that in one of your books?
Certainly not. But anyway, so you were at this event where the guy had kept his hand on it. There is, I think with most dudes, all touching should last nowhere longer than
7-8 minutes.
not the number I was going to give, but a short time.
If you're spooning, how long?
It should feel like it should already be ending as the hand is going there. It should be one of those, there it is, and it goes, you know what I mean, kind of thing. But so this guy, I think it was a challenge of some kind, or he liked you.
I don't know, but there was definitely a point around the 15-minute mark where I started to reconsider how cool I thought I was.
That's hilarious. Right, meaning you're a pretty liberal guy. You're not going to judge somebody.
Back home, I've hosted a lot of marriage equality rallies. Like I never buy a drink in a gay bar because people I've helped out with the community. Like people, and then 15 minutes into one guy's hand on my knee, I'm starting to.
That's also just.
Well, if it goes for 27 minutes, you're married. That's the
In
law.
Australia, that's the way they date, by the way. There is a lot of like I do like that your date with when we went down there to tour when the book came out, and we talked to a lot of Australian women, and they're like, "Well, there's no dating. You just you go to the pub, and then you're boyfriend and girlfriend at some point. It's kind of the way you do it, Dave.
That is the way I do it.
You just stand next to someone long enough, and then you're with them. They don't.
Yeah,
There's
that's how
not
I've
like
always
this
done it.
series of events and dinners and all that kind of
Often
stuff.
in my life, I'll just look at a girl and go, "You're my girlfriend now."
You were on with Nicole Kidman. You were on what is essentially the Australian version of a date. Just
Yes.
you at a pub drinking, which is really the shorthand. Let's just get to it.
And she was trying to fuck you.
I like to think that, yeah. I'm sure that's not true, but I like to think that. Certainly when I remember this.
When you were asking her about her marriage to the handsome Scientologist, what was her? How was she? What was her? What information did you get from that? What did you hear?
Was it a real marriage?
Yeah, I got the impression it was a real marriage, that she was it was into him and stuff, but I got the impression she wasn't into the religion. She's a Catholic girl from Sydney.
Oh, yeah,
and
then she wouldn't be.
Yeah, I don't think that was a real big thing for her. But yeah, she was told me. But then so there was about an hour in, the kind of local paparazzi arrived, cameras and stuff like that.
So someone at the bar called them?
Guess so, yeah, right. And so they've all arrived, and she's obviously being a bit discreet, and I'm trying to get in as many photos with her in the them as possible. Because I'm like, oh, this is my opportunity, right?
We're right here. The window, or are they?
Yeah, shooting through the window because they won't let them into the bar and
awesome.
stuff. And then it got on E! News.
Really?
Yeah, where I was referred to as one of Australia's most eligible bachelors.
Well done.
Which my ex-girlfriend didn't think was funny at all. She was like, there was no way Nicole Kidman was going to have sex with you. She goes, I had to get drunk to have sex with you. So there you go. That put me in.
That's a girl you marry. That girl right there.
No, that's...
I had to get drunk to be with you. Well, how come you sound so angry right now? I was on a date. I'm fine. I'm comfortable with it. I'm just saying, you're not all that fucking great.
Have you never heard that before?
What's that?
Have you never heard that? You never heard a woman say that to you?
No, they'll just fuck me, but I don't pay them. See, that's what you do. Yeah, I mean, even when you pay them, they have to fucking drink.
No, they're mostly just on heroin.
You like to go the Anita Pallenberg right?
I don't know, but when I'm chewing gum and I have a mustache, I think it takes it up a notch.
Takes what up a notch?
Right now, just the whole deal. Like I think, I'll throw on a little Burt Reynolds.
God, I just fucking hate you. So let's get back to this stuff. So how does it end? How does the date end?
Oh, I also have this. Great Moments of Mustache. I have a series now.
You realize that we're this is an audio broadcast.
Yeah, but I'm doing a thing right now. Frankie! Sit. Great Moments of Mustaches. Audio genius.
I'm just gonna let it fucking hang.
Frankie!
I'm gonna let that play hang out there.
Hey, Frankie! What were you saying? You guys were talking about something? I fucking love me. I could just I could do this podcast alone. I am fucking awesome. Like I am. Holy fuck! It's great what I do. It's great.
It's skidded and fucking spun to a stop.
Because you couldn't handle what was happening. You couldn't handle the genius, the brilliance. To your little brain, you're like, I don't know what's going on. I was basically Kaufman over here. I was like doing like a piece, like a theater in your little fucking mind. Your little squirrel head was like, I don't know what's going on.
You were Philip Seymour Kaufman?
Frankie! How you doing?
I'm looking forward to you pulling this whole segment out and us returning to the pub.
Go ahead.
Where we were.
Sorry I had to show you up.
Oh my God. It's I don't even know what to do with you.
Frankie.
So how does it end?
It ends with her fleeing the paparazzi.
Yeah.
So you're in the bar and she just said, I gotta get out of here now. It's too crazy.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, and she gave me her cell phone number.
What?
Yeah,
that's
gave
awesome.
me her cell phone number. Which
As in, like, let's do this again?
she was like, oh, well, I'm going back to the States, but, if you're over there, like, why don't you look me up? Like, gave me a cell phone number. This is how inexperienced at knowing anyone famous I was at this stage in my life. I put her cell phone number in my cell phone under the name Nicole Kidman. Like, no secret name, no, like...
Nicole Kidman.
I've got friends who've made one appearance on a panel show whose real names I don't put in my phone now.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
But, back then, I was like, Nicole Kidman!
I kind of don't blame you, man. Because look, if that fucking thing ever goes off the hook and someone's looking at your phone, you want it to say fucking Nicole Kidman. Like you don't want it to be Nick or whatever. Like I don't nothing wrong with that. I actually go the opposite way. I will name my friends other celebrities. Like Dave is in my thing as Ben Stiller.
Yeah.
So that fucking thing is ringing off the hook all the time. And Ben Stiller is in there as Steven Spielberg. I fucking upgrade everybody.
It's not enough.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that.
Yeah. That's how I do it.
So she just bailed and that was it? You never called her again?
No, that was it. And I lost my phone, which had Nicole Kidman's number in it. So there you go.
Fuck, back it up.
So then she had to change her number. Can you imagine that the person that finds the phone is like, hey, you think it fucking is? Watch this. That fucking Will Anderson is such a dick. Calls up, makes sounds.
Hey, I really like you in Dead Calm. Can you stay on the phone for a minute?
Oh, no, I'm dead calm. Oh, man.
Wow. I hope someone.
Now, were you hoping that something would like come out of that? Like, did you feel like were you thinking like was there ever a moment where you're like, wow, maybe I start dating Nicole Kidman? Maybe she becomes my girlfriend.
Only when I talked to my friends about it later, and they were like, maybe you should have like dated Nicole Kidman. No, at the time I didn't like think that at all. I was just like concentrating on, like, you know, when you meet someone, you're just concentrating on, is there snot on my face? Have I said anything stupid? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I was trying my
Is that how you feel right now?
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah.
This is almost exactly the
He's
same.
a good liar.
Yeah, it's great.
But yeah, so that's what I was really worried about, and then afterwards, like, because you know when you ring your friends and they always cut, you know, exactly to the moment. So I rang my best mate and I said, "You're never going to believe what just happened. I've just been on a date with Nicole Kidman." First thing he said, "Did you fuck her?" Like, that's what your friends say, right?
What your friends say.
And then in your head you're like, maybe I should have tried to fuck her.
Yeah,
like,
you should have.
I never would have thought of that.
You should
But
have
as
said,
soon as someone
you know
says
where
it,
there's no paparazzi? My bedroom.
Oh my God, definitely my pants.
That's
Exactly.
the best line you can use with
Yeah.
a celebrity.
yeah, you
you
into
know,
group
this-
sex? We could bring some Simpsons toys in.
Oh, the Simpsons toys. Listen to this. Just a quick sidebar. Do you have Simpsons toys?
Yes.
So you're a fan. So I am currently working on a project with Hank Azaria.
Have you ever had
And
Mo in
Hank-
your vagina, like the doll? That's another line that you can use on Nicole Kidman.
How would you like some Mo
In your
in your
vagina.
hole? What the fuck is wrong with us? Listen. Did you?
But the other great thing is that's a line you can use with a Simpsons toy or with your mustache. So either
true.
way, it works.
It's so true. Yeah. Hank and I are working on this project, and we got on the subject of the Rolling Stones because I'm in the middle of the Keith book, which is fascinating. Just fascinating.
No, I love it when you talk about it.
4 years into his fucking son's life, he finally mentions him in the book. And Marlon. Oh, yeah, 4 years, but lots of stories about junk. But he's sweet.
Yeah.
Anyway, he said when The Simpsons had making Keith on the show, they didn't do it together. Keith came and he had two requests. You know what they were? Vodka and Orange Crush. And they go, we got it. And they go, like, so that's it. But they said he was hilarious. Laughed all the way through it, but they're like, we got to get this soon because there's going to be a point where he's barely audible anyway.
Yeah.
Never mind. And he goes, he was fucking just got hammered and just.
I was
did it.
writing on a show, Comedy Central. They used to do these things called Last Laugh at the end of the year. Like,
Yeah, where they would
comics, all
talk.
that shit.
Yeah.
We write sketches for it, and we wrote a sketch, and they got Andy Dick to be in it, and he was recently sober, as you can say about Andy Dick every 5 months.
Well, that's usually when he wakes up. Right? There's an element of that. And then that ends about 2 hours later. So you'd gotten him just after breakfast.
So,
Or boy fast, which is what he likes to have.
so he shows up for the shoot at 8 a.m. and they sent him into his, the head writer goes into his trailer with him, and Comedy Central has sent over a gift basket, huge, of booze.
Yeah.
Just all kinds of booze. Because you know what they're thinking? Let's get him loosened up.
Yeah.
And the writer's like, oh, fuck. And literally, they had a tug of war over the booze, and he finally ripped it out of his hands and said, "You're not drinking." Like, it was, he said it was just fucking nuts.
I did. I was at UCB and I did ASCAT, which is that Upright Citizens Group Brigade theater. They do a thing called ASCAT. I don't even know what the ASCAT stands for, but basically a monologist goes out, tells a story, and then they improvise off of it, right? So in the middle of it, they do a little Q&A with the audience, and one of the questions was, how many people here have been hit on by a celebrity? So about 20 people, this is in Los Angeles, 20 people raise their hands, and then the guy goes, how many people were hit on by Andy Dick? And only like 4 people put their hands down. Then they went, how many people got touched by him? 3 people put their hands down. And then I said, how many people, then I jumped out, how many people here hit him? And 2 guys let their hands up. I'm like, that guy has touched or been hit. Like, he wants to go out that way.
Oh, yeah.
He wants to go out he wants someone to beat the living shit out of him. He is like, no, I'm putting my dick on your lunch.
Yeah.
And I'm going to try and fuck your son, and then you're going to beat the shit out of me.
One of my favorite video ever is him on YouTube getting thrown out of a high school party and then he's peeing in the alley beside the building, and they're filming it, and they're saying, "Get the fuck out of here!" Like he's being
That is not a YouTube clip. That's his fucking reel.
I thought I saw him the other day, and I was like, "Oh, that's Andy Dick." And then when I got closer to the person, it was an old lady. And I went over to Coachella to see the Pixies play when they reformed in 2004, and Andy Dick got arrested at that festival for smoking weed, and the only way you could have got arrested at Coachella in 2004 for smoking weed is if you'd gone up to a cop with a bong and asked for a light. Like, I mean, there was so many drugs at that festival.
Yeah.
And I was just like, how has this dude managed to get busted?
He probably was smoking it and falling down and like...
Yeah, well, he probably didn't have his pants
set himself on fire. Yeah,
he's out of his... I mean, he's out of his goddamn mind. I mean, he is really like... How he's actually stayed alive this long is fascinating.
I interviewed that dude from Brian Jonestown Massacre, Anton... the lead singer dude.
Yeah.
And it was 9 o'clock in the morning, and he was coming into the radio station to play some of his favourite songs and do an interview for an hour, right? And he brought in a full bottle of vodka and a bottle of Ribena. Did you ever Ribena? It's a black currant energy drink, like the sort of thing if you were like ill you would drink, right? And he just mixed the two of those and drank the entire bottle at like 9 o'clock in the morning.
Good morning.
There are some fucking
It's like,
people.
what are you doing for lunch? Like, I mean, like, if this is all you had to do for the rest of the day.
Here's what I do.
Lunch is fun.
Lunch is when I sip my own urine and think about my choices, and then the drugs come. And I'm fine. So lunch is hard for me. That's a down for me because I'm still up from the Ribena, if you will.
I find food upsetting. Solid food.
It just gets in the way. It just blocks the liver. Is really what it does. It keeps you from just really getting off.
I apologize about putting the Razzle gum in here and leaving it out for you guys. It looks like
you wipe your ass and put it on the fucking table.
It looks like I wiped my
this
ass.
This thing is sad enough as it is, and then to do that,
and it's just a little piece of poo. He hates shit humor. I remember that because I was listening to his podcast, and Charlie brought up that he hated shit humor, and I said that guy's not that cool.
We haven't mentioned his podcast on this one, by the way.
Will Anderson is from Tofop, which is an our Australian sister cast.
Yeah. You guys were talking about what you name your fan, because we all are cuddlers. Because this is a pod cuddle, because Dave and I embrace each other with the love of two grown men in a closet.
What do you guys call them? Foppers?
Yeah, we haven't decided entirely. I was going with toefoppers.
Yeah.
Apparently, amongst the people who listen to the show, they prefer teabaggers. So,
wow. What the fuck is happening?
Yeah.
They're teabagging, huh?
Yeah, they're like teabaggers. They're like teabaggers.
There's a quality of person that listens to a podcast that really wants to and they just want to take it to a level. What are we doing?
They're animals. They want it down and dirty and disgusting. When anybody has said, "Hey, you're swearing too much" or whatever, then we get a bunch of people saying, "Don't fucking stop fucking swearing."
One of the girls that loves the show came to Irvine, and she was standing in the lobby with me, and she was like, "I listen to your show every week, and I can't believe it. It's about fucking nothing." You guys talk about nothing. Nothing. There's no value in it at all. And I love it. No value in it at all. Do you guys feel a responsibility to have a value in your show, or do you just figure talk for an hour good enough?
No, I feel like we're really bringing, awareness of prison sex.
Yes.
That seems to be the major thing that I think we're really, expanding people's minds to. Time travel theories.
Yeah, you guys are good on time.
I'd like it if we shared more recipes. I feel like we're not getting enough of those because we love a good treat.
The last episode was science-based, and I thought that was important. Do you guys have Lockup there? Do you guys watch Lockup, the show Lockup?
No.
Oh, fuck me.
Tell me about Lockup.
You know what? You and I are going to... here's what we're going to do.
Yeah.
I'm going to pick you up in my truck. And we're gonna drive. You know what Motel 6 is? We're gonna drive to a Motel 6, and we're gonna go into we're gonna get a room. We're gonna spray on some tattoos.
Yep, I love it.
Full body tattoos.
If you don't mind, I think you guys should do a couple of rails.
We're just gonna get down to so we have white briefs on.
Yeah,
and we're gonna watch pretty much a full night of Lockup. Which is just men in prison and how they get through the day. And then I'll probably punch you in the chest a few times. and then I'll shank you, and then I'll just drop the blade, and I'll get the fuck out of there. That's how it's going to go down.
I mean, we love to party here. That's
sounds
what we
fun.
do over here. That does sound really good.
Yeah.
Is it real people? Like it's like a
MSNBC is a documentary show where they go into prisons and they just follow prisoners and they talk to prisoners, and it's like my wife would always make fun of me for watching it. Hooked. She's hooked.
Well, that's one of those things that you think, why the fuck didn't I think of that? Like, that is the most genius thing. It's like, look, it's already cast.
Because it was hard, because I talked to someone who tried. Because it was hard to get the prisons to agree. And once one prison agreed, then the other prisoners started falling in line, and now more prisons.
Why? Because they felt like it was giving them some sort of a privilege, or there was
or it would give them fame, or it would give them,
it does.
you know. Yeah, but they're not. It's not the kind of fame where you're like, that guy's great. You don't want anything to do with these fucking dudes.
You don't know that. You don't know that guy becomes the most fuckable guy on his floor.
Oh, I'm sure that they
Within the prison?
get crazy lady letters and stuff. I saw you on lock up, and I want to take your junk.
I mean, they get prison fame. They get whatever prison fame there is.
Yeah. So you guys, if you guys enjoy prison, and
why would they? These are fucking nice guys. These two guys.
Because they came from a prison.
Yeah.
Their whole fucking dirty little island is a prison colony.
Yeah. It's at the heart of our soul.
There is no country more skilled at rape than Australia. I've seen National Geographic. I've seen the shows. They are running through the outback, raping each other.
Would you agree with the description that you guys live in a slightly European California?
Yeah, I think that's good.
That's what it is, right? It's like a gigantic Europe. It's like all the good
you guys
things.
having like beach riots recently, a couple years ago?
Yeah, there's this place called Cronulla, which is it's called the Shire, and people who live in the Shire can't believe that you'll go anywhere but the Shire. Like,
Because it's so great.
yeah, it's kind of like the OC.
Okay.
Like, do you know what I mean? I did a gig at the OC, and is it Irvine, right? Is that what the OC is, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, now I get how Ed Hardy made money. I get it now. This is like an Ed Hardy gold mine.
Yeah.
But also, it was the whitest place I'd ever been in my life. Like, and I've been to South Africa. You know, like it was white. Like even the black guys were white. Like every black guy I met there was like Will Smith's cousin in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Like, you know,
It's the kind of, here's the thing, and I like Irvine, and the Irvine Improv is one of the best clubs in the country, bar none. But here's what's so great about the people of Irvine: even though they're conservative, they'll let you talk shit because they fucking think you're like a jester.
Yeah, totally.
Like it doesn't even matter to them. Oh, hilarious liberal ideas that I don't agree with, but you're funny. You're making fun of me. I will destroy you.
Yeah.
It's going so well for me, and I'm so tan.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy. Or there's their subculture of like hot rods, tattoos, the coolest chicks around, like some of the coolest people in the world. I mean, they're great bands from out of the OC. So it's like there's a subculture underneath it. You know, the Black Flag, that, you know, all those people that came by, but it is white.
Okay, well, that's what Cronulla's like. Cronulla, and so it's 98% white people, and it's like everyone who's from Cronulla lives in Cronulla, marries people from Cronulla, it's that sort of place.
Yeah.
And they have this beach where a lot of Middle Eastern people, I guess, were going to the beach there, and they had riots on us around Australia Day. So basically, all the white people put on their Australian flags and got baseball bats and bashed the Middle Eastern parents that came down to the beach. Yeah,
That sounds like a Skinner concert.
Yeah, it was really full on.
That's insane.
I know.
That's insane.
Yeah, all the while chanting "You're un-Australian" to these guys. To which I was like, "No, I think you're un-Australian because use cricket bats." But baseball, that's an imported game. It's not even a big game here. Why are you like?
That's insane.
Wow.
Yeah, it was really full on. But the most of the place isn't like
But
that.
the white people were in the right. Am I wrong? Did I not get the story right?
You got the story wrong.
No,
you're on the side of hate. Get off the side of hate. Get off the side of hate. Yeah, you're showing your true colors are showing.
And so was the result of that they don't go there anymore, or was the result that
we now live in a beautiful utopia and everyone gets along? No.
that's good.
So that was our beach riot. That was
I
Sounds
saw
like parts of Brooklyn where you don't walk. There's always stories of the black guys walking through the white part of town and getting chased and beat up, and that's very common.
When you live, in Los Angeles, New York, on the coasts or in the big cities, you think everything is like Entertainment Weekly, and then you go to other parts of the country and you realize, no, people don't want to be.
No, they don't.
They don't want to integrate, and they don't think other people are cool, and they're not happy that you're gay, and they're not like they don't. They're not. America's like that very much, and you look at our history, and we've moved quickly. Like we've evolved quickly on some levels. But I went to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and there was just a moment where Lynyrd Skynyrd was being profiled, and they are playing a concert with an enormous. Like when you now see the Confederate flag, you might as well just have a dude hanging behind the band. Like, just hang a black guy. Like, it is, because it really, that is what it really was just about slavery. And there it is. And they're like, the South will rise again.
Nope.
No, it won't. That's a bad thing to be behind.
There's a lot of people in the South that are like, you go down there to tour or whatever, and they're just like, we're
And again, not all
come
the people.
back. Not all of them.
At all.
There's a definite subgroup, and it's large. And we're going to come back. You should have never won this war. It's not over. Like, I was in the South touring, and I actually had a guy say to me, "It's our God-given right to own black people," and I was like, "Conversation over."
Wow.
I don't even know
weird
what the
conversation
fuck
started.
is happening right now. Like,
well, the weird
where
part was
the
that
fuck am I?
The weird part was you were fucking him at the time.
No, I pulled out.
And you were,
I pulled out.
and you were trying to buy some black people.
That's wrong. I'm going to come and I'm going to leave.
I hate, what I hate is when you get trapped with a racist, like you didn't know, like you.
Yeah.
Like I was playing pool with some guys after a game, after a show up in Sacramento, and we were shooting pool. These guys were super nice, buying drinks. This is when I used to drink. And then the guy puts his hand on me. He goes, "How do you, as a guy in Los Angeles, deal with the Jew?"
Like there was one? Or
Yeah. Well, just the Jew as on a daily basis.
Question.
No, on the basis. And I waited for the smile. Like I waited for
And
him
it
to
doesn't
like,
come.
No, and he's like, no. I mean, he goes, because it just seems like those guys fucking got that shit locked down. And suddenly, it's like you have racism on you.
Yeah,
like,
and
get it off. Get it off.
Like, you don't know what to do because they're so racist in their little area that they can't even comprehend that you would not be racist.
Are like-minded,
and are not one of them.
Are there pockets of that? Are there pockets of that in Australia? Is there?
Yeah, definitely. Like it's much the same. Like if you go to the major capital cities, like Sydney, Melbourne, and Brisbane, and Adelaide, everything's fine. Like
right.
they're really I mean, I think Melbourne's the third biggest Greek city in the world, or something like that.
Right.
Like they're a big multicultural place. But if you go into the country,
it's also very gay there, right?
Yeah,
very gay friendly.
Definitely.
It's one of the biggest gay friendly places in the world.
Well, that's like I'm in West Hollywood while I'm here, and people are like, "How? Like, is that?" That's a pretty big gay area. And I was like, well, I live in like Sydney, and the area I live in is a pretty big gay area. And I was like, I love it. Like, I actually, like, that's the thing I'm going to miss about America is going getting coffee in the morning and guys flirting with me like I'm an attractive guy. Like, it makes me feel good. I go to this one place, which is actually out of the way.
Dudes used to hit on me all the time, but it's good for your self-confidence.
Girls never hit on me like that. I was like,
no.
I just go for the...
No. I liked it so much, I just let him fuck me.
Yeah. I mean, I probably would, but not actually in the coffee shop. That would be, I don't feel like that.
I found that when I was in Edinburgh, my apartment was in the gay part of Scotland. That I found, I've mentioned this once before on here. They're trannies, right? But they're still Scotsmen.
Yeah.
So there's just something about that, hey, well, you're a chick. I mean, you're trying to be a chick.
Suck me cock!
Yeah. I've got big tits.
You like me tits, boy?
Yeah. The Scotsman, I think it's hard for a Scotsman to be gay in an effete way.
Well, you know what the thing is too? Like, there's not those defined lines like some places. Like, this is a country, Scotland, where men already wear skirts.
That's true.
Do you know what I mean? Like, so it's a masculine thing to wear a skirt. So you can't just do that thing of going, I'm going to, be all...
skirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
but you could shave. Like, if you're going to go like a girl, go ahead and get rid of the red beard. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. I mean, you're a very pretty lady. What's that?
Why is it a red beard? Why are you going... Why was that directed at me?
I'm just saying, get rid of the red beard. You can take that any way you want.
Can I ask you a mustache-related question, if it's all right? No, I mean this. I've been watching a lot of basketball here, and Michael Jordan. I don't know if you've seen what Michael Jordan's rocking as a mustache at the moment.
Oh, no.
But Michael Jordan has a Hitler mustache. Michael Jordan, now he's got a little bit of hair below the lip as well. So, but above the lip, he's got the Hitler mustache. And all I can think is, how arrogant do you have to be that you think you can make that look okay?
Isn't he the guy that can break it?
You know what I mean?
Isn't he the guy that can bring it back, that can break it down? Like, I've always wondered what's going to happen with the mustache. Because I thought that Saddam Hussein would ruin the big bushy.
Yeah.
I thought that shit was gone. People were like, I'm not going to wear the... But people kept up with the Hussein because he didn't kill enough people. But Hitler ruined a fucking mustache.
Well, the only person who's rocked that
Wasn't
mustache
a great
since
mustache,
Hitler,
though.
But it was popular.
Yeah.
Laurel and Hardy, Chaplin,
Right.
Fatty Arbuckle, like that shit was the thing that was like a hit mustache.
And then since Hitler, it's only been dictators. Like Mugabe was like rocking the Hitler
He had the
mustache
Hitler?
for ages. Like
Yeah.
But now Jordan's just gone, I can bring this shit back.
Fuck, I don't know, man. I
Well, he
respect
also
that.
may be becoming a dictator, too.
Yeah.
We don't know about that. I mean, he also may have his eyes on a different prize. I mean, he may have seen, look, I've done everything. I played basketball. I played baseball. I haven't been a dictator. And I'm not a good gambler.
Well, he
so I
actually-
should...
He actually has a new clothing
what he's
line
done
coming
now?
out called "What Up with the Jew."
Well, the other thing is he's doubled down on the Hitler mustache, and hopefully that'll go better than his other the gambling pursuits, right?
Well, he's got the Hitler mustache above and below. So he's
He's got the soul patch.
He's got the little soul patch and the little Hitler mustache.
Yeah,
at
but
the bottom.
I'm sorry,
That's
but
weird.
It's not. It doesn't.
seems like he's got
the soul patch is not like a combo deal.
Yeah.
He's
Those
put
are
a mouth
different
in
lips.
between the landing strip. He's got like a
He's
lady's
got a
vagina.
mouth.
He's got a
That's a
lady-
Hitler
what he has is-
mustache
He has
with-
ladies' vagina hair, but then there's a mouth there.
He has
Like,
a
it's that little
he has a cleatler.
What do you
vagina
think-
hair.
What do you
It's a
think the
clip.
world would be like if babies were born with full pubic hair?
Are you thinking about babies with pubic hair a lot?
Well, I was with my wife the other day, and I was wiping my kid's ass, and I was like, let's just be thankful this fucker it didn't come out with just full pubes.
I don't know. Like,
What
I
to
don't know.
do with that? What are you
that-
talking about?
Are we that bereft of topics?
No, but we need to talk about the shit that matters. like if babies had full-on pubes, it'd be some different shit, wouldn't it?
Well, I think the people that do P90X, I think their children are going to come out with full pubes. Like, I think that generation of cross-training people are just going to have little muscle babies with fucking big pubes. I think they're going to come out.
Would they shave them? Would you shave the pubes?
Would I shave the pubes?
If you're say you
Yeah.
have a kid,
Yeah.
a daughter, and
Until
she's
it can
got a
wipe itself.
giant
Until it can wipe
hot
itself,
70s
I'm going to go
triangle,
ahead.
like just boom.
I'm going to go ahead and wax the fuck out of it. And I'm going to teach it a lesson, too. Because there's nothing like a baby waxing. And that's quick. You throw it on with your thumb, you tear it out. It's like a hot caramel. I wouldn't even use wax. I'd use hot caramel. I would wax my baby with hot caramels. Look where I am now. I just said I would wax my baby with hot caramels, and we brought poor Will into this. Like, we're taking him down. Like, see, years from now, like the McCarthy trials, they will say to him, were you in league with these guys?
Yeah.
Because they're a podcast like you.
Well, the cuddlers.
After we've murdered people.
The cuddlers start out.
We have
they
types.
started out good. Like the cuddlers started out as a good, decent organization, and in 20 years, it's going to be wreaking havoc on.
This
it.
segment is 41 minutes
Yeah,
long.
shut it down. Let's do a news segment.
Let's do a
Jesus
let's do a
Christ.
nude segment.
I'm tired of you. Welcome back to Walking the Room, starring Dave Anthony, Carmel.
Get that out of your fucking mouth. Be a
Shoes.
goddamn- I mean, just
There's some jackets.
hey.
There's a dresser.
Can you?
Three chairs.
Is there any way you can
Will
do
Anderson
anything in your life where you're not
and
shooting yourself in the fucking foot and doing
Oprah's
it-
boy,
and-
Greg
and
Barrett.
doing it shitty? Like you
Huh?
could. Why do you have food in your mouth now? When you've learned the goddamn
I have
lesson.
caramel in my mouth because someone sent it to us.
No, nobody sent it to you. Girls brought it to me,
Uh-huh.
and I shared it with you because I fucking feel bad for you some days. Because I know it's not going to happen for you. Hot chicks, hot, tattooed girls brought me a can full of candy. Because that's who I am. I'm the guy that gets a can full of candy from a hot chick.
Well, you can tell a lot of people here.
And you're a guy that gets a handy behind a 7-Eleven from a small Asian boy.
because I live on the edge because I have a more rounded, exciting life.
I guess,
you
yeah,
bet.
you know what, to be
You
fair.
bet.
To be fair. Will
By the way,
Anderson
I'll
is our
take you
guest.
behind the 7-Eleven for a handy. It's great. The thing about if you can get a small Filipino boy who hasn't been in the factories making Gap clothes, their hands are much softer and they are much better at a tug.
Although I would have thought their fingers would lose some of the dexterity.
A little bit. A little bit, but those little fuckers can really latch on. You'd be surprised. Even with their palm.
Will is one of the biggest comedians going in Australia. It's him, Yahoo Serious, and Fiona O'Loughlin. So that's all they have. And you know they don't perform in stand-up clubs. They still perform in caves.
Yeah.
Did you know that? Yeah, they have caves there. Yeah. Sometimes you have to spelunk to see them. I don't know a lot about the Australian comedy scene, but I do know this. It's harder than here. You have to travel. You have to travel
Great distances.
Yeah, they have electricity there.
50% of comedians are murdered when crossing the outback. It's a dangerous place.
Yeah.
There are dingoes. There are old weird guys who set traps for you.
Yeah,
and there are dragons.
But when you say old weird guys, you mean Arj Barker, and all he's trying to do is fuck your girlfriend. Welcome back. And I mean that. When I say that, Arj, and I know you're listening, but you're not. I say that as a compliment and an insult. No, he was nice to me last time I saw him.
He doesn't listen to this.
No, he doesn't listen to this.
No,
I don't think. Does he listen to your show? You don't even know. You only know him as part. Arj Barker is a comic from.
If you have to
Dave and I are
explain
from,
him, it's not.
No, but I should just give.
He's big in Australia. He's American. He grew up like 20 minutes from
where you and I
10
live.
minutes from where I live.
Yeah.
And he's not.
And he came up around
has
the same
never
time
really
we did in
hit
San
here.
Francisco.
He's on
done okay.
Flight of the Conchords.
Flight of the Conchords.
And he's huge in Australia. They
Who are from
made
New
a statue
Zealand.
for him, and they're actually shooting him up into space.
But with the statue. They don't want him to come back.
They want the statue up there.
Yeah.
They want him orbiting the world.
What do you? So you've been doing stand-up for how long?
15 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And do you? Is it? How, and now you're over here. You're doing stand-up. You've done stand-up in America before.
Yeah. I mean, I've done little bits and pieces on the way to festivals. You know, like on the way to Montreal or Just for Laughs. Like,
Right.
yeah, I've done New York and done here a couple of times and
But
whatever.
you're like a big deal in the festival circuit. I mean, you do big shows.
Yeah, some festivals. Some like me. You know, I like to take rejection international. I feel like being only rejected by people in your own country.
Yeah.
You know,
I bet I could do that.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I bet I could be
Like, you know,
rejected.
when you get rejected overseas, it's just like a change is as good as a holiday.
I've
know?
heard stories of just people going to another country and it's just horrible.
Well, I think sometimes
you get kicked out of the country. Like you have to leave. They're like, this isn't working.
Here's what happened, I think, is that when Americans first started going to the festivals, the evolution of comedy in those places was such that the Americans seemed better because we'd been at it longer.
Fuck yeah, bro.
It is.
Fuck yeah. Wait, did you just say Americans were better? Hey, welcome to the No Shit Podcast. With Dave and Craig.
But what happened very quickly is people got their own comics very quickly, and they suddenly were like, "We don't need your thank you.
bullshit."
You can leave now."
Yeah.
And when I was in Edinburgh, people were like, "Why are you here and why am I here during my show?" I mean, that's the way it is here too. But they do. They've got their Daniel Kitsons. They've got their Stuart Lees over in England. They've got their people that they like. Although they do enjoy the Australians because you guys do very well at Edinburgh. You have a big show.
But you guys also talk like elves. Like they like that. Because the English have their little accents are like elves, and then you guys are like little hobbits, and it's all it's all little fairyland bullshit.
No, but
Is that a good explanation?
That was pretty racist.
yeah, right. As far as racism goes, yeah.
It was excellent racism.
May I say thank you?
Yeah.
Welcome back to the show. Dave's a racist. I'm a good guy, and Will will never be here again. That's what we know now. Our guest for the last time.
Nowhere to go because his island is sinking.
I know, but let's not talk about that. Let's talk about stand-up. So, how do you find coming here? Do you feel our audience is digging you? Are they
Yeah,
liking
you know what it's like. I reckon between those three countries, the audience response is really easy to sum up. Like Americans, like when you go on stage here, you really do have that sort of an X-Ax from Australia, and people sit up in their chair and they go, "I don't really know what that is, but that sounds like something I would be interested in." You know?
Yeah.
So the way I describe it is, American audiences say yes, you can. Australian audiences are more like bet you can't, and UK audiences are fuck you for trying. That's basically
Yes,
the
that's
difference.
exactly right. That is exactly right.
I got booed before I went on stage in the UK.
Just because they said you're from
Yeah,
Australia?
an X-Ax from Australia. Boo.
Really?
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
When I went over there, so they invited me to come over to Edinburgh when the movie came out, and they were like, "Come out, it'll be great because people will like the book and they like the movie," and then you can talk about that experience, or whatever. That's what my management told me I should do.
Uh-oh.
So I go, look, I don't want to talk about it a lot, but I'll mention it. So I simply mentioned, I go, I'm the author of He's Just Not That Into You. So the next day the review was like, oh, you're the fucking, oh, okay, really? Like, we've never read a book? Like, they took me so fucking personally, and there was no way I could have said it. There's no way it could have come out of my mouth without being, and then I said something like, I underplayed Sex and the City. I go, you guys may have heard of. Yeah, we fucking have heard of it. I was like, I couldn't win for losing. I was either cocky or not cocky, but I couldn't actually say my sentences without being judged. And you kind of go, well, they're looking for me to lose. So
well, they always. That's the one thing I know about the English media because I follow soccer, and so they're like attack animals. Like they just pounce.
So I
But also, you know what? They invented everything and used to own everything, and now everything they invented, other people are better at.
Yeah.
And they don't own anything anymore.
Yeah.
So there is an element of resentment.
Yeah.
And I totally get that. So I would come out, I stopped doing my show and just add it at the beginning of the show for no reason. Didn't even make sense. I would tell a story about what a fucking horrible athlete I was. I would start my show talking about being a failed something. And it fucking made my shows better. They're like, good, you're a fucking loser.
You're a loser.
You're in the right fucking place, loser. Good. Now tell me about your stupid book, you fuck. So I had a very difficult time there.
Wow.
I did find, though, and I didn't talk about the book very much in Australia, but I found in Australia that they seem, they don't applaud setups. But they listen they're like a theater audience. They listen to the whole thing, but when you get to the punchline, they're there for you. That's what I felt, and I also found them to be. I mean, I just felt very connected there. I enjoyed my
People applaud setups here, which is really interesting to me. Like, whatever it is, like, if you're like, hey, I'm a divorced mother, applaud. Like, there's there's a real sort of, you state who you are and people applaud, which is really interesting. But you know what? Like, you expect some jokes won't work. It's like you tour at other places, that some of your local stuff isn't going to work. The weirder one for me is a bit that you've been doing for years, which you would consider like maybe a B bit. Like it's not your killer bit, but it's in the set, it's fun. That then when you go overseas, for whatever reason, becomes a really killer bit. Like, I've got this bit that I used to use in the middle that I've been closing with here because people just really dig this bit here, right? And I can't understand that. It's like the first time you took Rain Man to a casino. Do you know what I mean? Like, and you're like, I have known this guy for ages, and he's about to count change on the floor, and that was pretty impressive. But now I can really see how I can make some money out of this.
But you know what? That happens in America from place to place. Like, you'll go to the South and stuff won't work, and other stuff will be killing. Like, it's weird.
Yeah. No, and it's also, this country does not have we've lost our sense of humor about ourselves sometimes. I think I mentioned it in the last podcast. I was talking about how Americans don't use cream in their coffee, and I tell that joke on stage about how, because the reason we put cream in there is to be unsightly to put a pig in there or put bacon in there, and you get that, no, fuck you.
Yeah.
Like, the reaction is, no, we're not fat. And I'm like, no, I'm just saying.
We're super fat.
No, I know. Like, because I think here, you are experiencing we also used to own we're becoming England now. The empire is crumbling here, and you are getting a sense of it. And so now you can't really make fun of here because it's too real, and we're seeing our faults, we're getting it, and it's too real. I mean, do you agree? It's too real. Yeah. And we're not going to be the country we were 10, 15 years ago. Like, it just is. No, I think it's actually good. Because I think people are funnier.
Well, we need to fucking grow up a little bit, honestly. All the other countries in the world are like most of them are like adults, who've gone through shit. Like, England has, went through World War II with getting bombed all the time, and they've been a giant empire, and they kind of got a dose of reality. France and all these countries have been through shit, and we really haven't. We had the Japanese bomb Pearl Harbor. We really haven't gone through anything. We're only a couple hundred years old, so we're like a little bratty fucking teenager running around thinking we're awesome.
Spice Girls, what are you doing with that? They sent that over here.
Thinking we know everything, you know what I mean? We're just this arrogant little asshole, and now we're getting like a little dose of reality. We're getting your parents can't support you all the time. You got to move out of the house and be an adult. Like, we're growing up, and we're gonna have to be,
but
a little bit more humble.
But yet you're here because do you feel like in show business you've achieved about as much as you can achieve in Australia?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
On some level, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you're a big deal there.
Wow, what's that? I have achieved. Do you know what nothing is?
They have it over there.
Yeah.
They have it
we
over
have
there.
nothing. Yeah.
You do have nothing.
Yeah, we have nothing.
So that's kind of what I have going on here.
Yeah,
It's
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, people could do a walkabout in your career. People could walk for days through your career. They could just go walk for days and not say a thing in your career.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, you could definitely take that nothing to Australia.
Yeah. No, I can.
Like
do
I
that
mean,
there.
yeah. Like you could definitely be nothing there as well.
Yeah.
But
Or the UK, wherever.
Are there monkeys
You could
in
be
Australia?
nothing. You could be nothing in a lot of
Do you
places.
have monkeys?
At the zoo.
So they're not monkeys running around. You guys haven't had. Aren't there monkeys just in islands a little bit north?
Have you got us confused with Oz from The Wizard of Oz?
yeah,
There's monkeys there.
Isn't that your island?
Yeah, you guys have flying monkeys, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. And the whole
We do also call our place Oz.
Their whole
There
country-
should be monkeys
Yeah.
in Australia.
Their whole country's run by a
Wouldn't
witch.
it be better?
She's a witch, and
I
she
think
looks at
that-
Australia and the big ball, and she's like, "Ooh."
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
I think that every place would be enhanced by monkeys.
Oh, no doubt about that. I'm not saying that we shouldn't have monkeys.
I just wonder if there were indigenous monkeys on any part of your
We
island.
don't really have free range monkeys. Like, you know.
It's disappointing. I don't know.
But close by, you can go to like Indonesia or
No,
somewhere, like
I don't know
a
why
neighbouring
you're here.
island,
I
bring
don't
some
know why
monkeys
you're
back.
here. No.
That's enough.
I don't know why
So
we
are
brought you.
We have plagues of monkeys.
Now we're fucking talking.
Yeah.
So you go outside, just monkeys.
It's essentially Planet of the Apes. That
Oh,
is like,
God,
yeah.
damn it!
that's
Best
fucking
place on
awesome.
earth.
That is really what I wanted to see with the Chilean miners. I wanted the Chilean miners to come out and everyone to be dressed like monkeys. Do you know what I mean? Like
We
if they
could've
came out of the
played the
ground, it's like,
greatest
there's been
fucking
some
joke
changes.
on them.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! We could have really had some. Wait a fucking.
You only need like the first 12 guys or whatever around the hole dressed as monkeys.
What if-
There's like 1,000 TV cameras there
my
filming
God.
this shit.
But
Don't
what
tell me that would not be good.
But what if we could have so punked them, but when they came out of the hole, we'd set it up so they were on the moon. So it looked like they were on the moon, like they would come out of the hole and they'd be on a whole different planet.
Yeah.
We could have made it. We could have made a gigantic. We could have.
Oh God! Too high.
We could have got the industrial light and sound people to recreate the surface of the moon right above the hole, and they could come out and go, "Why did we get on the moon? I just want to go home." Look, guys, you gotta spend 2 months on the moon, and then we bring you back down.
You back down.
To the earth. How did our hole go past that? Fuck, dude. I don't look.
know.
Stop. Wait, why can I breathe on the moon? You're fine.
You're fine.
It's gonna be good. So. Essentially, you're over here now trying to fucking take jobs from our comedians.
Yeah, I've come to your country to take your jobs. That's
Yeah,
exactly
and you're gonna because you're handsome and funny and
As long as you ain't Mexican, we all good with that.
Oh yeah,
That's,
Right?
Yeah. No, seriously, that's how. I'm sorry, that was my dad.
that was your dad.
Yeah. What kind of jobs are you trying to get? Are you trying to get on our telly?
I just like it that Mexicans are coming over now, not having jobs with us. I don't mind if they come over. I really don't.
Hey, you guys want to come over here and not work?
No, I mean, if you guys want to
it's work.
wait around with us, let's go. Let's all sit in the in the parking lot of Starbucks. So,
Are you auditioning for television shows and stuff like that? Are you going out for? Are you an actor? Are you?
No, like back home, you know, like here people will act and like, you know, do stand up, and I've always like done stand up and TV hosting and stuff, but I've never done acting because I'm no good at acting.
No, you're not.
No,
Yeah.
dear God, no.
Really?
And I went to an audition here, like first time I've ever gone to an audition, right? You know, and you'd think after 15 years of performing, you might have like some skills. No, apparently you don't.
It's a whole different, but it's also a whole different skill and mindset. And as a comedian, you can be the most experienced guy in the world, but you can walk in that room and just mind fuck.
I went to a meeting where it was like this, and the woman was so nice, and she had like the camera woman who was going to film it to send to like the director, right? And she said, "Okay, so we'll do a run, and then I'll give you a couple of notes, and then we'll do it a second time." I went, "Brilliant, that's good." So I've done my first run, and she goes, "I think we've got what we need."
oh God, that's it.
And that wasn't, you know what, when she said that, she wasn't saying, "You have nailed that" in such a way.
Yeah.
She was like saying, "I know we're recording on digital, but we would still be wasting tape."
Yeah, we
if
still-
we went
well,
one more time.
When you do that,
You know,
when
the funny
you
thing
leave
is,
the room, they
I don't
erase
think this
it.
first of all, we've run out of zeros and ones.
Yeah.
There's no more binary code to capture the quality of what you do. We'll bring you back.
We can't be even bothered erasing over what you've just done to record it again.
It's funny, you know. I'm the same way. You know, you when you do this and when you perform, and especially if you're a performer that, you know, if you're a big performer on stage, people say,
Do you
"Oh,
mean
you'd
like
be a great
earthquake,
actor."
like fat?
Yeah, like if you're like Earthquake, yes. If you're like Cedric the Entertainer or
Big round
No,
guy.
but I mean, like if you act out in your stand-up a little bit, I think people think, and it's so not the same thing. Acting is
not.
skill. and only a handful of people are awesome at it, and then there's a lot of people that are very good.
Yeah.
But like when you watch it, like I watched, I saw the King's Speech the other night. Dawson's Creek. I'm sorry. Yes. James Vanderbeek does a thing that you just can't.
Right.
No, but I watched King's Speech the other night.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is fucking.
Yeah.
These guys are the Yankees. These guys
True
are,
Grit, same thing. Like,
right.
just-
I mean, it's a quality of acting that you just kind of can't get your head around. And to get there, you can't just show up and be funny. Or show up and just have energy. Like, it really is a skill set that I think a lot of people think they have and don't. And because there's, I mean, the kind of cool thing is, here, there's so much media. There's so many outlets. There's so many shows that lesser actors can work. You know, because they've got to fill all that shit up. But good acting is really, really rare, and I can't act badly well.
No, I mean, I don't know why I thought I could do it. Like, because there's plenty of people who do it for a living who are shit at it.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know why I thought I would be able to do it.
I used to say when I would get called for auditions, have they run out of actors? That can't possibly be. Because why would you need me to come in? Really? You know? But sometimes people see something in you. That's the hard part, is they see something in you and they want you to be able to infuse that because they're like, oh, I love your quality and I want you to be able to do that. And it's just fucking hard.
Yeah, I wanted to stand up. So, like, I basically will do anything over here that allows me to do more and more stand up.
Right.
That's basically what I do. Although I went and saw the King's Speech, which I love, by the way. Have you seen it?
I haven't seen it yet.
But is it pretty much the same plot as The Karate Kid? Did you feel like?
I also assume, and I haven't seen The Fighter. I think it's probably the same. It's the same. It's the same thing.
I really love that movie, but it had a lot of the same, like,
it's the Rocky of talking.
Yeah.
Right. Right. I mean,
sweepy stutter, Johnny. Sweepy stutter.
Right. Yeah.
I've heard several people say that they really loved it when they were watching it, and then they walked out and they were like, well, yeah, I'm not so sure.
There's a little bit of that, but I think just watching there are some scenes where you just go, fuck. You just kind of, I mean, Colin Firth is doing an accent different than his, and a lisp, and a stutter, and it is.
That's pretty awesome.
And he's fucking acting, and none of it gets in the way, and it's like the levels of what he's doing. And then Jeffrey Rush is playing isn't being completely Jeffrey Rush. It's really fucking good. It's really, really, really good. But you're right. There is. I mean, you know what's going to happen the second the movie starts.
Yeah.
You know that they're gonna fuck. And you cannot wait for it. You cannot wait for it. Are you, for our listeners, who are comics that you like from Australia, people that we wouldn't know about that you would think would be interesting for, because we do have a pretty strong comedy following on here, not of our comedy, but that people would want to find out about.
Yeah,
besides Crocodile Dundee.
You mentioned Fiona O'Loughlin.
Yeah, Fiona O'Loughlin.
Who's like a big star.
O'Loughlin, is that what you said?
Yeah, O'Loughlin.
O'Loughlin.
And there's a guy called Greg Fleet, who's like our...
Greg Fleet?
Yeah, who's like a really sort of legendary Australian comic. I know when I first started, he was... the guy that everyone wanted to be. And he's kind of one of those guys who probably is never going to get that international success that he probably deserves, because it's like past that moment now.
Yeah.
But there'll be a lot of people who do have, because of what he did. There was another guy called Anthony Morgan.
Is he your Bill Hicks?
Yeah, a bit. Like, I mean,
a legendary sort of guy.
There was a couple of guys. Anthony Morgan and Greg Fleet would both fall into that category of being those guys that were just a bit before their time, but like influenced a lot of other people. But like Adam Hills, you'd know from...
I know Adam. I like Adam.
He's a really funny guy. Yeah. And there's a guy called Dave Hughes who does a lot of stuff like just in Australia, but he's like a really, really funny and successul guy. But there's heaps. Like, it's a really pretty strong scene now, like in Australia.
There was a girl I've talked about on here before because I'm trying to help her over here named Claudia O'Doherty, whose father was in the band Mentalism Anything.
That's right. Yeah.
She does sort of a more of a one woman show thing. And she's fucking unbelievable.
Her dad's a guy called Reg Mombassa.
Right.
And he not only is a famous musician, but he's also a really famous Australian artist.
Yes.
Like, he does a lot, and his designs have been on these people back home will know the Mambo t-shirts, and they're like a really famous Australian surf brand, and he does all the sort of art, and it's kind of edgy alternative sort of social commentary stuff, and that's her.
And the shirts now, like, he'll make a run, and then they won't make them anymore, and then the shirts become more and more famous and more. I mean, they're collector's items.
Woody Harrelson's dad killed a guy. So.
Really?
That's my story.
Is that right?
Yeah. Did
Andy Matthew Broderick run into somebody in a car?
Yes, Matthew
Somebody
Broderick
was telling me that the other day that Ferris.
in Ireland.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, in Ireland.
He drove
Really?
off the road.
And people are fine with that.
Oh,
It's Harrelson's dad.
That's lawyers? Is there some lawyers?
Oh God.
Harrelson listens to the podcast, and then when he does, he calls to see if we can call the governor for a stay of execution.
Yeah.
The weird thing is
Yeah.
he's been dead for some time. Is that right?
Yeah, I think he was executed, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think he was.
Dad? Yeah,
I think he wasn't even in Texas,
They were
but George Bush had him
estranged,
killed.
I think.
I think Bush had him executed because he loved to put a retard in a chair, right? And by that I mean Dick Cheney. Wow, we got political there for a minute.
We
and
did,
Texacan
we did.
turned it off.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's been a bad time for politics.
Yeah. You're doing a show here in Los Angeles on at Largo.
Yeah, like on the 14th of March.
Yeah, which we will we'll continue to
The
promote.
14th of March.
Yeah, it's coming up. It's after next month.
Is that soon? Can I put that on my calendar, or is that too
Do
far
you know what a
away?
calendar is? Because earlier when we talked about this, you were confused about how many days were in a month and what month it was, and why would we talk about it now? But I just want to make sure that people went out and saw him because he's hilarious. And
I still wish that you would just go on stage and just do all Australian references.
We were talking about this, before we got in the closet. But I do think that if I just showed maybe a 5-minute
Would be
package up the front, these are the people you need to know to understand these jokes.
Yeah.
Look at him, he's fat. Look at her, she's
a
stupid.
lot of guys come over here and try to rewrite their act to fit your country. I don't know your country, and quite honestly, you got people that talk about it. But maybe you could take a moment tonight to enjoy some Australian jokes.
Yeah.
Really get into it. And then when you go to a Mexican restaurant, you eat Mexican food.
Yeah.
Right? You don't have them make you a Mexican burger.
No.
They serve you the food of their country. These are the jokes of my country. I like that, and I like you starting off a little confrontational and in a hole.
Yeah.
Right?
Can I? Yeah.
Can you
I'll
start
just
with a
dig, I'll dig myself a hole first and then try to dig my way out. Although I do like when somebody doesn't care about what a country does. Kanye West was just recently in Australia, and he went to a very prominent.
he's our leading intellectual.
Yeah, well, he went to a very prominent Thai restaurant, a famous Sydney Thai restaurant, and got them to cook him fried chicken. So
What the fuck?
So all I'm saying is he's not doing much as a cultural ambassador.
What a fucking asshole! Like, what a stupid,
What a great guy.
fucking douchebag.
But you know the thing is,
Fuck you and your fucking.
But you know the
teeth
difference
and-
between
oh.
him and most American tourists is that he could get it done.
He can
That's
get
all.
it done.
Y'all,
I mean, they did it.
y'all got your chicken up in here? No. Y'all got, you guys got fries up in this shit? As a Thai
No, it's a
restaurant.
Thai restaurant. You got a deep fryer? Yeah, we can fry. You got oil? Yeah. All right, you're gonna cut some potatoes into little tiny strips. You're gonna get
Like
a chicken.
fingers.
You're gonna cut it up. You're gonna deep fry that, and I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna wait for you to do that, and then I'm gonna eat it.
Oh, and by the way, I got $1 for you if you get that done. Extra $1. I know you guys don't have tips here. Up and beyond.
No, these are not teeth. These are
I have my
diamonds.
teeth replaced with diamonds.
These are diamonds.
And you know what the problem is? I did my lower teeth, so it's wreaking havoc on the inside of my mouth. And I'm also dying of metal poisoning. But you know what? I look hard as shit.
Do you know how many little African boys lost their arms so I could get these diamonds? 78.
Yeah, 78.
70 fucking 8 boys have no arms.
Yeah, but I got diamonds.
I got diamonds in my teeth.
I got diamonds in my teeth, Ellen. Don't snitch.
Don't snitch.
Oh, you know Ellen will snitch, right?
Blood
She
on the
won't do
pussy.
it. You know what she'll say? Shh. Don't
You know
snitch.
she's doing a new show on HBO. Do you know that? It's
No, what's it going to be called?
called Blood on the Pussy.
Oh my God.
Hey, Patton Oswalt has a new book out
Yes, he does.
called Zombie Spaceship Wasteland, and it's about him, I guess, being a bitch. I don't know the details, but it's supposed to be very good. People are reading it. I'm not going to read it. I'm not going to fucking read that.
I'm going to read the shit out of it.
But
I'm going to, you know what I'm going to do?
I'm going to make him
read
it to me.
I'm going to read it. I'm going to read it and just let him know that I did. I'm going to dip my sack in ink and then put my ink print on the book and send it back to him and said, done. Glitter done. Fuck. Yeah, because it's going to be glitter ink.
That's not.
Glitter done. I glot it done.
We have a guest. You were acting like an animal.
I'm acting like I brought food.
You can catch Will on 30 Odd Foot of Pod, Tofop.
Go
which
check
is
their podcast
a
out.
direct insult to Russell Crowe. There's going to be fighting at some point.
Yeah.
We are going to also change the name of it at some stage, like he changed the name of his band. Did you know that?
No, did he change?
Yeah, because he changed the lineup, got rid of the band, but he still had all this merch that said, Tofog. And so he changed the name of his band to The Ordinary Fear of God, which has exactly the same
What a fucking asshole.
initials, so he can
Hey,
still use
rich
the same
guy,
merch.
it's just merch. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Have somebody write a song for you. How
So,
about that?
so at some stage we will change the name to our podcast to The Ordinary Fear of Pod. But
Oh my god, the Ordinary Fear Pod. I love that.
Well, right now you find it Tofop. It's on Facebook. They're on Libsyn. It's a very good podcast.
It's a really good podcast. It's like this one if it was smart
yeah.
and made by
And
decent human
if
beings.
we said interesting stuff. Also, you
Yeah.
can email us at walkingtheroom@gmail. You can find us on Facebook at Walking the Room. There's our little group there. You can Twitter. We're at Walking the Room. And I guess we're just gonna cry now.
Glitter done.
Glitter done.
Glitter done.